Good morning, everybody. It's Chris here, your YouTube daddy. It's Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I thought I'd take you for a trip on my morning routine, what I do every morning before opening the arcade. So, as most of you are aware, I don't open till 11:30. So, but I normally come out about 10 o'clock. So my first trip is I'm going to have to go get me breakfast, aren't I? So, where do I always get me breakfast? For those of you who watch me all the time, that'll be Abington Street Barbecue. So we're going to go up there today, but we're not going to go along the front. We're going to go along the back streets to go there. So we're just going down Dale Street at the moment, where the famous arcade is. Here we go. So we're on Dale Street at the moment. So we've just come off Tilsley Road, and then we're just going to head towards Body Street, where the market used to be. Oh, I see York Street Cafe's open. So we're just going to go back from the back of Pete's place. I don't know if he's here yet because it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, Pete's here already. We'll have to pop back and see him on the way back before we go there. So Pete's here already doing some work. I know he's not opening until 12 o'clock today. So we're just heading up here, and we're going to head towards Coral Island, and on the right hand side is the old site of the Body Street Market, which is now used as a car park for the workers who are doing whatever work they're doing. So now we're going to turn here, and we're going to head towards Talbot Road. Just past this nice lorry driver. And we're going to turn left here, and we're going to go past McDonald's, and we've got Coral Island on our left hand side, and right in front of us is that new hotel. I think it's a hotel. Well, they've been building it for God knows how long. No idea what the status of it is, but it's been years since they've been building it. So there's McDonald's. Well, that was a job centre, now it's an assessment centre. I assume that's the same thing. And then we go past it, Old Debenhams. Don't know what they're doing with that. And now we're heading up Talbot Road now. See, this is where all the big hotels are, and all the posh hotels. And there's the Oakley Hotel. You'll remember Anthony, who sometimes appears on our channel. Yep, the singer. He performs there all the time. So if you do stay there, you'll see Anthony in there, because he performs there all the time. If you don't know who I'm talking about, if you just check out our channel, and he's one of the singers who sometimes pops up in our channel. And we're just to head up towards the top of, well, we're heading towards Talbot Road now. So this is the top end of the Blackpool Town Centre area. And right ahead of us is where the new tram station is going to be, at the top of Talbot Road, and where the new Holiday Inn is. Can't remember what this road's called. I know it's where all the brothels are, because that's where Steve from Walk on the Wild Side hangs out. Sorry about that, Steve. I thought I'd have to get that dig in. And he is a new dentist. It used to be a pub on the left-hand side, and they converted it into a dentist for some reason. I don't know, a perfectly good pub, don't know. And as you can see, this is where they're doing all the Talbot Gateway work here in Blackpool. So this is where all the new car parks being done, the tram station, Sainsbury's is just on the right hand side up there, and Mr. Basra's, next door to that's a gym, and there seems to be above on the right hand side a load of, I think they're council officers, but I'm not 100% sure what they are, but I think they're officers. And there's also space you can rent out below it. So as you say, this is the new Talbot Gateway. We're creating a new modern regional home for the UK government. Okay, so this is going to be council buildings there. Don't quite know why they need more council buildings, but they've got to spend the money somewhere, haven't they? So if you need a post office while you're up here, if you just look there on the right hand side, the post office, Talbot Road post office is there. That's quite new. I've not been in there myself, but it's a post office. I use the one on Central Drive myself, but that's just closer to where I am. And as you see, on the left hand side here, there's we just turn the camera so you can see it. There is a gym, so you've got people in there running and doing all that gymnasium, keeping fit type of thing. So this is going to be two-part video. The first part is going to be me going to the get me breakfast, and the second part will be me going from Abington Street back to the arcade to turn everything on. So at the top of Talbot Road now, there's Warwick's Amusements. Fun fact, for those of you who know Warwick, who's the guy who owns Warwick's Amusements, his name's Warwick Tunnicliffe, yeah? And he owns quite a lot of amusements in Blackpool. His first arcade was my arcade. So the arcade that I'm in now, the Las Vegas Amusements, was his first arcade back in the 80s, I believe, before my time, the early 80s. So before he had all these inland ones, Warwick's Amusements, which are dotted all around Blackpool, he used to have the arcade and the bingo where I am. And then he sold, and he used to live in the flats above it, and that's where his kids were born. Now I know this is true because I've not only been told this, I've actually met Warwick as well, because he popped in one day years ago when I was doing some work and introduced himself and was explaining how it all started, how his whole empire started, and it started where my arcade is. So that's a bit of trivia for you. And now he's got a load of inland ones, which I believe are run by his sons now, because obviously Warwick will be in his 80s now, so I think he's semi-retired. So we're just coming down Albert Road now, and because it's a one-way system, we have to go down, turn left at the council offices, and then come back up towards Albert Road. So this is, as you can see on the road, this is where all the new tram tracks have been put. So the trams will be running up and down here at some point. I'm not 100% sure when. And just down there on the left hand side, we'll be driving past it, is where your new Premier Inn is. That's it. The light goes up to green, so it's time to walk across the road. You're gonna love living in Blackpool, haven't you? So, just gonna go down here by the new Premier Inn, well, newish, and we're turning left here. Right in front of you is Blackpool Council's main council place. And then we're just going to go up here and we're going to try and sneak a quick parking space, because parking spaces are the premium up here. Really difficult to get a parking space. Right ahead of us is where the old post office is, and look at all them original telephone boxes. You don't see many of them in the country, and we've got, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, I think there's 8 or 10 there. I can't see because of the van, but we got loads of them there. I don't think anybody uses them anymore because we all got mobile phones, but there's loads of them there anyway. And I'm going to need to park up somewhere. It's always difficult to park here. So there's not that many people in there, so I'm just going to sneak in this little side street here. And then I'm going to park up here and then run across the road. So this is part 1 of 2 videos. So this was just me going off. This is one of the side streets. I don't quite know what's down here. The old rock factory. The old rock factory. Okay. I don't know what the old rock factory is, but it seems to be very pretty and lots of graffiti walls and stuff like that. Some random side street here, just off Abington Street. And this will be part 1 of 2 videos, and you say part 2 will be me driving back after I've gone and got my breakfast. What I've got to decide now is what am I going to have for breakfast. Am I going to have curry for breakfast like normal? Or should I be a bit more healthy and have a salad? I'll let you guess, and we'll find out at part 2. Don't forget, if you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you later, guys.